New from Softube, TubeTech BLUETONE Multimode Enhancer. Let's take a look at it. Hello everyone, welcome back to McSolaar TV. Hope you guys are having a great day. Before we start, please check the info box down below. Free plugins, special discounts and offers, and of course, link to the new Softube BLUETONE. And if you haven't already, go check out the new website, mixbusstv.com. In there, you will find all the mix and mastering courses available, start to finish, on many different genres. On the website, you can also book all the other services, mixing, mastering, production, private lessons, mix consultations, and a lot more. And if you want to access the exclusive members-only videos here on YouTube, click the join button, become a McSolaar TV member. You also get mix consultations, and if the videos are helping you, please consider using the super thanks and support the channel, or grab some merch. I never say that. Let's get to the video. All right, this is gonna be a fairly quick video. I just got the TubeTech BLUETONE from Softube. I had it for a couple of weeks, and I gotta be honest, I'm usually not a big fan of what I call the under the hood plugins, where various processing are happening under the hood and you don't really have full control over them, but some of them are actually very efficient and effective, and they can save you time. Now, the TubeTech BLUETONE though, it's kind of different, because I went into trying it with a little bit of skepticism, so I didn't have many expectations, but instead my reaction was like, this thing sounds good. What BLUETONE is basically all the TubeTech emulation plugins that Softube has. So the new multiband compressor that we've seen, which is mind-blowing, the CL1B, and all the various TubeTech EQs, the mid-range and the top and bottom, the classic, and they kind of jammed them together into the BLUETONE, giving us a bunch of profiles. In fact, we have vocal clarity, vocal focus, mix bus wide, drum bus, bass instrument, keys guitar, and stereo guitars wide. A simple amount knob which controls decompression, which is probably a set of given parameters that includes threshold, ratio, maybe attack and release, and maybe some subtle EQ curve. And then we have a simple 2 bands EQ at the bottom, low band and high band, dry wet, and a gain knob. And that's it. The plugin is optimized for instrument. You don't have to tweak a million things. If you don't know too much about mixing, this also can help you. On top of that, Softube emulations of TubeTech Geer are among their best emulations. But let's hear it in action a little bit. I'm gonna try to go quickly through all the different modes, because there's very few knobs to tweak, just to hear how it sounds. And we start with vocal clarity.
I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, don't need to be loved by you. Fire in my lungs can bite the devil on my tongue. Oh no, don't need to be loved by you. See my lips on her mouth, everybody's talking now, baby. Ooh, you know it's true that I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, I don't need to be loved by you.
Wow, this thing sounds good, huh? I mean, the vocal clarity mode is definitely an appropriate name. You hear how it opens up the mid-range and how much more clear and crispy the vocal is without adding that cheap trick, too much top end kind of thing. So you see the amount control, the amount of compression overall. It controls the curve, which is again done under the hood with the TubeTech EQs. Let's switch clarity and focus and hear the difference.
I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, don't need to be loved by you. Fire in my lungs can bite the devil on my tongue. Oh no, don't need to be loved by you. See my lips on her mouth, everybody's talking now, baby. Ooh, you know it's true that I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, I don't need to be loved by you.
Okay, so you can hear the difference is pretty apparent. The vocal focus is more of a thickener. The vocal is thicker, there's more energy in the low mid-range. So if you have a thin vocal, that's probably what you want to use. Vocal clarity, it kinda is that go-to TubeTech sound with a CL1B plus a little bit of mid-range EQ with the TubeTech. You can't go wrong with that, but the vocal focus is more of a thickener, which we could try on a male vocal right now.
You see this world that we're living in. I see all other life just giving in 'cause of you. You're so hot that you could turn sun blind on the mysteries of love and fear. She's got me working through the night. I'll take the fortune and fame. Don't need the critics' acclaim. At the end of the day, the girl's what I want.
Nice. Yeah, definitely a thickener. Again, when you want a little more muscle and the vocals is a little weak, that's the one you want. You want to compensate a little bit with a high band because we do have that simple equalizer 2-band at the bottom. So that's a very quick way to rebalance a track. So let's go to mix bus.
This is our goodbye, my love. This is last sunrise, my love. This is must die to us, love. This is trust I come by, love. I'm sick of this game. I'm sick, let me hate. Let me off the crazy train. I'm sick of your face. I'm sick of heartache. Goodbye, goodbye to the tears. Goodbye, goodbye to the fears. Good times last for a dime. Good times aren't in our time. You know what you're doing, you know how you're moving. Taste dark lipstick on those cherry blossom lips. You know what you're doing, you know how you're moving. Shade of red, move on to the next.
Wow, that's nice. Okay, so granted that this is a finished mix, but you hear a couple of things. One, how it brought up that snare, that was really cool. And when you switch to wide, that ain't subtle. That just opened up the mix a lot. That was an already wide mix, so either you're working on stems, because this could be totally used on stems, or a finished mix, maybe a beat where you're recording vocal on it, which 90% of them, again, many of them for my mix consultations are so freaking narrow and there's nothing on the sides or barely anything on the side and they're really not that exciting. This could definitely be useful. I'm actually gonna try it on a narrower mix to hear.
All of the pain that came after the hurt, I'm just trying to sound like what real sound like. I'm still the same down guy, same down vibes. I know that you heard this, I deserve this. After what the hurt did, it'll turn out perfect. I'm just trying to sound like what real sound like. I'm still.
Whoa. So even with zero amount, no compression, and I'm compensating with the gain, so you hear there's a little bit of boost when you leave everything at zero. So just to be fair, I'm lowering the gain without even touching anything else by 2 dB, and you hear how much wider this mix is. And in a good way, you're not losing the mono. The kick drum is still there, the bass is still there.
All of the pain that came after the hurt, I'm just trying to sound like what real sound like. I'm still the same down guy, same down vibes. I know that you heard this, I deserve this. After what the hurt did, it'll turn out perfect.
Yeah, those vocals, right? Very cool. Let's push a little bit.
After the hurt, I'm just trying to sound like what real sound like. I'm still the same down guy, same down vibes. I know that you heard this, I deserve this. After what the hurt did, it'll turn out perfect. I'm just trying to sound like what real sound like. I'm still the same down guy, same down vibes. I know that you heard this, I deserve this. After what the hurt did, it'll turn out perfect. I told you I'd make it, but
very cool. Again, the Tube Tech is a style for the tubas, which is extremely versatile, especially the multi-band. When you barely tap it, is really just an enhancer pretty much. So you can kind of be safe. Then you can throw this on pretty much any genre, and depending on the amount, you're gonna be safe. Drum bus, I'm so curious about this. Oh, it snaps. It really snaps. Let me try like 100%. I'm just gonna be not polite and then dry wet and then mix dry wet a little bit. This surprised me, not the kind of sound that I would expect from, you know, TubeTech gear on drums. It sounds snappy. Nice, and I love the low band and the high band EQ. Again, super simple, very quick to rebalance either the action of the compression or just the track itself. Bass. Yeah, I like the color of this with bass. I am a little bit picky with my compressors because there is certain movement that I hear on many compressors actually that for some reason it just doesn't click with me with my style of mixing. And I want to say TubeTech style compression, it doesn't really go for me for real basses, like played basses. It wouldn't be my first choice. I like the color though. Probably on a synth bass this would be better. Let's go and try keys guitar. Again, simple and efficient, whether you want a change of tone, which is built in with the mode, but also you have the 2 EQ knobs, or you want a little bit of dynamic control. Acoustic guitar. Very cool. Again, you can also experiment and throw like a mode that has nothing to do with your source on it and see what happens. All right, guitars wide. Let's throw a couple of mean guitars at it. It sounds good. It sounds really good. I think vocal clarity and the 2 mix bus are my favorite modes. Definitely a no-brainer. Super simple, whether you don't feel like tweaking knobs or you feel like your skills are not there yet. And the color and the action are kind of proven to work because of the history of TubeTech and Softube. And I think this is it for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, if you have questions for the next Q&A, the best will be answered in videos. The link to BLUETONE is going to be in the description. Go check out the new website, mixbustv.com, for all the mixing and mastering courses there. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time.
Hands on my